Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 6 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing on first down. Hoskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Fryermuth. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Easley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Easley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Floyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
to throw now on first down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Cole. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
On 1st and 10, Hoskins. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A tight one after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hoskins. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Off play action. Hoskins steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hoskins. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw on second down, Hoskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Hoskins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Floyd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, Easley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Cole, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw, and this is Floyd, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. Easley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hoskins. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Hoskins. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hoskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On first down, Hoskins. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Hoskins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Hoskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A third field goal in the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoskins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Hoskins on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
This the old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Hoskins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hoskins. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, Hoskins. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Off the play fake, Hoskins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoskins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down now. Easily and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Easily. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hoskins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the draw. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hoskins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 2nd down, Easley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Easley, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Able to find Floyd. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Hoskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Coleman will try up the middle. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they hand off to Coleman, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2,